I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. It's late night snack time. I don't have any real snacks to munch on, so I'm gonna eat a couple peppers. Nothing exciting. A little store habanero. We're gonna talk for a while and chat. A little Q&A. It's G Marty. Good to see you. It's first Dizzy Dragon, second Virginia. Look at all those buses. I love all you guys. Um, Pepper Shism, good to see you. I don't know if you saw, I did another couch time today. Played a little guitar in it. I don't know if you caught that one yet. Emmanuel Pinheiro, good to see you. Christopher Mitchell, good to see you. Charles McClellan, thank you for being here. Good to see you. Joshua Enzors, good to see you. John Bowman, so good to see you. I am good, everybody. Ace, good to see you. Andy Paul from Great Britain, good to see you. M. Martin, hello. I tried peri peppers. I have. Are they hot? Yeah, they're relative. They're lower on the heat scale. Depends on where you're at, I guess. They're not a really hot pepper. K-App, good to see you from New Jersey. Which exit? Boom, boom. I have a friend from Jersey. Every time I meet somebody from Jersey, I have a bunch of friends from Jersey, but every time I meet somebody from Jersey, I always say, what exit? It's a Jersey joke. Good to see you, though. I actually have family in Jersey, too. TJ Sebastian from Switzerland. Good to see you. Charles McClellan, your guitar playing sounded excellent, Johnny. Thank you. Appreciate it. I play it better on my other guitar, actually, because I wrote it in standard D, and I play it today on drop D, just because it sounds a little chunkier, but more comfortable playing it the other way. I have two pepper preference questions. All right. RS, good to see you, Robert. What's your question? Day's great, Robert. Thanks for asking. Thanks for getting back to me on the tubes and candy. I ordered so quickly. I really appreciate it. My pleasure. Dennis Brace, good to see you, man. Spanks Calhoun. Proud of you, man. Good to see you, Spanks. Spanks is my nephew. It's Tommy's son. Unbelievable. I held you when you were this big. Now it's like Charlie and Mary, good to see you. Ultra Mag Ultra Mag at. Sorry. Huh. I hear from the lifeboat. I come check you out. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. Barella, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Johnny in the bus. Hope everyone's having a good day. Oh, Uncle Bill. Thanks for stopping in. Militant Vegan. Thanks for being here, man. I found the lifeboat because of this pepper guy, Militant Vegan. I'm glad you did, man. Dizzy Dragon. Let's suppose you have a Zing and an Apocalypse Scorpion. Perfect examples. I'd rather eat the Apocalypse Scorpion just because I've had great Apocalypse Scorpions, Dizzy, and the few times I've eaten Zings, they didn't wow me. Could have been just the time of year I had them. Could have been the grower. Who knows? And maybe I feel different next time I try them. Who knows? The problem with the Apocalypse, but the Zing may be a little more. Who knows? No, you were right. Metal Music Maniac. Have you ever eaten a pepper that caused the cold sweats? Not one. Not from one. From like 40, I have. No, even from like, no. You know what? When I ate the 18 chocolate primatalis, when I failed that challenge, that was like panic mode for me. I was sweating. The cold sweats after. That was a rough one. That was horrible. But man, it was fun. Maverick, hey, I know you're sober, but if someone crossed a cannabis and a reaper plant, would you be tempted? I'd eat it. I wouldn't be tempted. I'd probably try that just to see what it tastes like. I wouldn't be tempted at all. I mean, I'd be tempted enough that I would sample that for sure. I wouldn't probably eat 50 of them, but I'd eat one. Jeremy Bell, good to see you, bro. Look at all these people. I got to enjoy 2 pods off my plants today. Yellow bread and ahi obito. Great peppers, Charles. Jelly. Just a little jelly. Chili Phil, good to see you, dude. Why has no one hit the like button? No one's hit the like button. You know why? Because I never ask them to. I just don't want to sound like that guy. 19. I thought it was 18. I'm pretty sure it was only 18. Militant vegan. You're too kind. Just about positive. There were 30, and I'm just about positive I only ate 18. I'll have to check. You're too kind. Yes, Virginia. Well, I don't know if not from one pepper. I don't think. See, here's the thing: if you cross cannabis with the pods, there's no way one pod would get you stoned. I don't believe that. If you could figure that out, boy, you could make some money with those peppers. You know what I mean? They'd be popular. RS, click the thumbs up button. Ooh, that last one was so good. A little sweetness to it. Thanks, Banks. Feels funny to say that. I've been saying that for ever, it seems like. Dennis says that, Johnny, we were talking about peppers today in a group. It's a lot of nutritional value. They're great. There's so much vitamin C. They're so good for you. It's a beautiful thing. Andrew McLaren, good to see you. I think it's not far fetched. I've been making I'm making cell cultures of peppers soon. It wouldn't be too hard to put a couple cells of another plant just to shock them with a 9-volt battery so they permeate. It sounds a little like Frankenstein. I'm going to shock that thing, get it just right, light and stuff. Balake Richardson, good to see you, Blake. Hey, Johnny, what's up? How's your day as well as everybody else? We're all good. I think we're all good. We're all here. Barella, Chili fans, a bunch of wannabes. Hit that like button. Ha! Funny. Dennis, you should look up peach. It has a ton of ingredients, which is what peaches are great. I love peach. Peaches are wonderful. I have fruit. I can live on fruit and vegetables until I need meat, and then I need meat. I tried it. I dated a vegetarian for a couple of years and tried that. It was rough. It's hard to do. Marty. Pretty sure it was just 18. Almost positive. I'll have to check it out though. Bizzle 636 ordered 2 chocolate reaper pepper plant seedlings today. My man. Those are great peppers, man. I hope they come out good. Keep you posted on it. Walter John Burgess. My ex tried blowing up my car. She burned her lips on the tailpipe. That's it. I gotta read all yours before I say them out loud now. The hotter the pepper, the more vitamin C. True fact, as the dragon says. Yeah, but there's also tons of vitamin C in just a bell pepper, and there's relatively no capsaicin in a bell pepper, as far as heat anyway. Coconut Larry, love the name. Good. Thanks for being here. Gordon Martin, I appreciate you, man. Mean it. Thanks for being here. I can see making an amazing duo product with Steve-O. Yeah, I want Steve-O. Look to see me and Steve-O do something in the next year. Chili Phil, I had a nice endorphin rush at dinner earlier. Poured Mad Dog on my ravioli. Could have guessed. I'm just using my supply a little before I start. How many did you buy? Because you've been like hitting the Mad Dog hard. How many did you get? Randy, Randy Flanagan, thanks for me. The pod tasted great. Maybe a 1, but I'm being generous. I did eat 2 of them, but 40. One of us on the bus, says Blake, and only 22 likes. It's all right, honestly. You know, my brother's channel is really important to get likes because while you're doing the video, the likes push it out in the algorithm so other people see the video and click in. It's us. I don't care. It's us. The people that are supposed to be here will find it. My brother's channel, super important that you push that out because people are going to get sober with it. So there, I can see it's a super important thing there. Here, it's just us. Johnny, you and Tommy should cast for Reno 911, Dennis. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Charles ordered a bottle of Drunk Chick Sriracha today. That stuff is so good. Here's the unopened bottle. This stuff is great. It's sweet sriracha, but what makes it good is it's got, what's the word I'm looking for? cilantro in it. The cilantro just does something so beautiful. It's amazing. Has mirror me of everything. Just rewatched your banana cream fudge video. I want to try that so bad. My banana cream fudge video. Channel's getting old. 7 years. It's a lot of videos. Barely remember that. Virginia, have you already announced that we can expect to find out about the last big project you were part of? Have you already announced when? Virginia, it's gonna the trailer for it, or the sizzler they call it, which is like a 5-minute promo piece. That's gonna air in about a month and a half from right now, and it's gonna go for 30 days. I thought it was gonna go for like a week or two, but they're gonna run that for 30 days. So for 30 days, I'm gonna get just hammered with questions. Like, you're kidding. What happens here? What happens there? I can't believe this. I can't, just because you're going to be able to, it just gives you little bits and pieces. But, you know, but anyway, midsummer, it'll happen for sure. So it's a done deal. I'm excited about that. Crafty Badger 86. Any overseas trips planned for the summer? Not for the summer. Crafty Badger, great name. But, well, late summer maybe. Late summer, maybe. I'm going to be going this next year. I'll be going a bunch of foreign trips this year. I can't tell you where all of them are. I suppose I could. So I'm going to be going to the UK, Australia, and South America. I can't tell you what's going on, but you will see it. I promise. Every time I think of Steve-O, I think of when he snorted wasabi. Steve-O's a madman, Ultra Mag. I love Steve-O, though. You know what? Thank God that guy got sober. Because I'll tell you something, if he hadn't, honestly, you think he'd still be around? He's such a good sober guy. He helps other people, which is, you know what? That's what happens when you get sober. Anyway, it's a different channel. Jazzy Dazzle's Quest for Greatness. Good evening, brother. Thanks for being here. How'd you come up with that name? Just love it. I should become a spokesman for Mad Dog. Really, Chili Phil? No doubt about it. Your picture should be on there. I didn't see if you told me. Maybe you did already. I'm just curious how many bottles you bought. You must have bought you have 2 bottles. I got you. Good stuff, man. I went through a gallon of Steve-O's original hot sauce and ordered my second one. The stuff is great. Oh, and you know when I poured that stuff in my eye, the bottle of sauce, when he did it, it was his first bottle of sauce. Then he came out with another bottle of sauce, which is the first one's, I can't remember the names, but the second one's twice as hot. And I watched him do that thing with Gordon Ramsay where he poured it in his eye. So I thought, I'm going to get the guy's attention. He and I are going to meet one way or another. So I bought that bottle and I did the video. The video is going. I was in the office, and as I'm reading the ingredients, I was like, oh no. I realized as I'm reading the ingredients, this is a mistake. And I poured it in my eye, and it didn't get in my eye. True story. It didn't get my eye during the video. It looked like it did, but it didn't. Went to the bathroom, and as I wiped it away, I smeared it into my eye and got the second worst eye burn I've ever had. Virginia, the Sizzle trailer, I'm so looking forward to it. I've seen it. They let me see it. And it's incredible. It really is. I mean, even it's not really made. Here's the thing. It's not made for the chili community. It's not made for us. It's made for Joe P. Average sitting on his couch or her couch, watching TV. And so it's meant to help that person. And it's really neat. And they're already filmed the cliffhanger for season 2. Not that I'm telling secrets, but eat a prima tally right now, brother. Randy, dude, if I did, I promise you I would. It'd be so good, wouldn't it? Carbs and curbs, over 4,500 videos. Congrats, John. Yeah, what am I up to? I'm up to 4,000. Oh, that's right, 4,505. Yeah, 4,000. So we're closing in on 5,000 videos. It'll probably take us another 8 months or so. See, it's gonna be hard to tell what my schedule is gonna be like moving forward. My schedule is gonna change a lot. Keith Lego, I wish y'all could see this sunset right now, man. I wish I could too. It is dark here. Excuse me. Here's the thing. Dizzy Dragon says, I'm hyped for the show. I hope it's a true vision of what you expect it to be. Here's the thing. I was talking about this with somebody last night. Oh, somebody from the production crew. I was talking I was talking specifically about that. If you were only in one, there were 56 days of shooting. If you were somebody who was in the cast, but you were on one day of filming, you only saw one piece of that puzzle, the piece that you were in, and you still didn't see what was happening around you. You only saw what was being filmed with you in it. You know what I mean? I've been lucky enough that I've done 38 days of filming from the beginning, the middle, every single step of the way. There's very little that I was in it. So I've sat and being with the crew for that long, I know exactly what they're doing with it. Now they can always edit it to put kind of not so much a different spin, but more of an edge. But it's not a hit piece. It's not made to be that way. It's not made to cause. Here's the thing. It wasn't meant to cause controversy, although there's going to be some controversy. There just is. Mr. Ray, good to see you. I got everything barley to barely fit the medium in the flat rate box. I will mail it tomorrow and email you the tracking number. 10-pound box of Arizona things. Mr. Ray. How amazing. That'll make for some amazing videos. Thank you. Really appreciate it. More than you know. Did you see that hot dang show we tried, the hot Pop-Tart? I did. I did. I'm going to do that. I've been saying that for a long time, but I have been really busy. I know. I will get to that, though, as mirror me of everything. Insulin hot sauce. Sup, Philip here with insulin sauces. We're insane. Sorry, that's an insulin. My bad. I need glasses, man. I really do. You know what? I haven't had new glasses in years. I know I need to get my prescription adjusted. You know how I know? The old pair. Yeah. It's frustrating. Emmy Garza, greetings from Argentina. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Dizzy, I'd be lying if I didn't have a tiny bit of apprehension because we truly don't know how the narrative will be, but I hope it's good. There's no way they could surprise me. I know what it's going to be like. I know how to be. I know how what I know what the first two episodes. I've seen the first two episodes. I know what 3, 4, and 5 are. So I can't see them. It's going to be interesting. Here's the thing: the editing is so stunning that the guy's just he's amazing. The guy who's in charge. Ace, Johnny with Blazing Food, make more of the peanut brittle challenge. You know what? The problem with the peanut brittle, it's a really finicky product to make. And I'm really sorry in saying hot sauce. I didn't mean to butcher your name. When you make, I don't know. We just weren't very, it was us. It was all on us. If you don't do the batch perfectly, it's really a finicky product because if you get it, you gotta get it just right. If you don't, it's too chewy. It can be too brittle. And it's the time of year to ship it. If it's hot, it affects things when you ship it. So it was just a challenging product. And the truth is, it wasn't a big giant seller. It wasn't one that did really, really well. So, but Valorious in the shower right now. Still going to be live in 20 minutes. Indeed, we will be going to the top of the hour. Got a pair of new glasses coming in a week. Nice, Chili Phil. I need to do that. Peppers are a huge part of my life. That I don't really care about this hobby. Or that I really care about this hobby. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. It's a true passion. Obviously, it is with you. It's a beautiful thing. It brings people together. You know what I mean? And I'm just eating them and sharing my passion of eating them and what they taste like. You're growing them on top of that. So it's definitely something that you can get into and become addicted to. It's a good thing. I'll put my name on the jar lid. Thank you so much. Yeah, please do. Throw a little letter in there. You know how much I love letters. James Castle. Terry Ferguson. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Chili Man, Saradani. Good to see you, dude. Thank you for being here, man. Good chat with you today. Nolan Cross. having a crap day, but these lives always cheer me up. Man, I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry you're having a rough day, man. I hope it gets better. I really do. Um, we all go through them. Bruce Cook, good to see you, man. Travis W. I'd like to see some crazy spicy candies from Blazing Foods. The watermelon ones were good. Yeah, we have a challenge we've been working. We have two challenges and a product from three different products that are spicy candies, and we just have had such a hard time just finally pinning down which ones we're going to do and doing there's a artwork and everything else. There's just a lot to it, but we have three that we're working on, so that's something that's coming. How do you keep from your bum from burning? James Castle, it's something that it's a tolerance, that you've been doing it a long time, like your mouth doesn't burn. If you do it a really long time, your stomach doesn't bother your stomach. The higher your tolerance gets, it gets to be something. It doesn't bother me. It's not something that's ever an issue. Honest. Tabasco is still one of my favorites too. Has me of everything for real. Not joking. A family reserve. Forget about it. I got their 50th anniversary or whatever their big anniversary sauce was. I had somebody offer me $250 for a bottle. I only had one. If I had two, I would have sold one of them. Bree's here with me. There's my girl. I love you. Thank you for being here. She was just running late, guys. You'll ride with me. Keep the likes going. Randy, you're funny, man. Thanks for waving that flag. I appreciate it. Shall we have a hot 1 minute? No, but teasing. If you guys don't know what Dizzy's Dragon just referred to is a segment we have that's a random, spontaneous thing. It happens on occasion. It's called 1 Hot Minute. And what we do is I don't announce when it's going to happen. It's completely spontaneous. And right during this stream, it's an hour-long stream every time we do it. Usually in the first 10 minutes or so or 15 minutes or so, I'm going to say, hey, it's 1 hot minute night. And what we'll do is you have 20 minutes at 9:30 my time, so at 30 minutes into the live stream, we all eat whatever we're eating. And the fun thing is everybody posts what they're eating, what they've got. It's just the coolest thing in the world. And at 9:30 of my time, we all eat the hot thing together. And it's just the coolest thing. And it's really fun. I mean, because it's spontaneous, I'm telling you got to be in one. They're fantastic. They're super fun. Every time we do it, they're just a ball. So we're not doing one tonight, but we haven't done one this week. I already would have announced if it was going to happen tonight. I can't give you guys 8 minutes to get ready for one, but they are so much fun. Honestly, if you guys have a lot of people have been in here that were in 1 hot minute, aren't they a great time? Seriously, real deal. You do not miss the party, man. You're good. Christopher Westcott, in fact, the man who named the 1 hot minute segment, it just got into the stream. Mr. Christopher Westcott, thank you for being here, dude. 1 hot minute sounds like Satan's Last Supper. No, you know what? You have to be in one to really understand how much fun they are. It is so much fun. It sounds kind of crazy how it can be that way, but we've only done it twice, to be fair. But both times they were like, when we were done, everybody's like, man, that was so cool. Because I mean, the products everybody's got vary so much. There's chips. There's just some people only had spicy Doritos, but whatever you got that's spicy enough, you got nothing but black pepper. Eat some black pepper, but it's just a very fun thing. Makes me wish we were doing one tonight, but it is early in the week, so I love that if someone gets late into the stream and there's a hot minute, it's going to be a surprise, unexpected burn, clever design. It's fun, Dizzy Dragon. And also, you never know when it's going to happen, so you got to tune in. They're fun, and I'm going to keep doing that. The 1 hot minute is going to be something we continue to do. What's going to get really fun is when the live streams start getting bigger. We get a couple hundred people in it. That'd be a trip. I need something to top the Ann Flatline Chili Phil. Man, you can do so much better for flavor. I'm not looking to dump on Flatline, but Have you run through some of the stuff at Hellfire? That stuff's great. You know what's funny? I'm wearing the Hellfire hot sauce sweatshirt in the show a lot. Like every time I went, I was just wearing that sweatshirt. It's kind of the funny thing. And the first day I was wearing, it's got a hair in my eye and pepper on my fingers. Oh no. The first day I was wearing the sweatshirt, I was in South Carolina. Oh, I got an eyelash in my eye, you guys. And I'm burning my eye getting it out. That really hurts. Oh, I hope I get it. So I'm right before the shoot, like I'm sitting down in a chair getting ready to do a shoot. And they're like, "Is that your company?" I said, "No." They said, "We need permission from the guy that company." I said, "Hang on." So I grabbed my phone. I texted Merle, the owner of it. My eye, it's a hair, you guys. Now it's burning. I texted Merle. I said, "Merle, I'm wearing your sweatshirt. I need permission like right now." He said, "Do it." I said, "Is that a yes?" He's like, "You have my permission." So I said, "You have to email this email right now and say yes." So he did it immediately. So we just meet like 2 minutes later, we were filming. But that's gonna be cool because he's gonna sell a bunch of sweatshirts. There's never a day without spice, Charles. Oh my eye. Thanks, Dennis, about couch time today. Today was a bummer. I don't know. Today's couch time bummed me out. You know why? Talking about things that disappointed my dad really is difficult, but it's all the truth. We love Neil from Screaming Chimp. Reviewed those in Oz. Great people, great sauces. Totally recommended. Absolutely, Brie. Oh my eye. Boy, if I'm gonna get eyelash in my eye, this is the time of year to have it done. If it happens in 3 months from now, it's such a bigger problem because there's only pepper on my finger from that, which really isn't much. But when the pepper season's in full swing, it's coming out of my skin. I think I may have gotten it out. I hope I did. That 1 minute is the best of the week. So much fun. Capsaicin going around the world at the same time. I know. You know what's really funny? On my there's some app I have where you could, if somebody's uh, on the Shopify, if they're looking at on my website, I can see there's a globe, and I can see where in the world people are, and I can rotate the globe with my finger and spin it around and see where in the globe people are in the store. It would be so cool to have that globe on the screen with everybody in the world because we had people. There were 66 people in the last. Think of that. There's only 39 of us right now. We had 66 people. It was really really fun. Bruce got a bottle of Right Hand of Doom. That stuff is great. I had an eyelash in my eye this morning. Brie, it's a drag. I think it's almost out. I'm not sure. Your eyes are probably still not as bad as Bootleg Flakes. That blinded you. That was brutal, Dizzy Dragon. Both our dads would be proud of us. Boy, I'll tell you what, Dennis, your dad would be proud of you. Um, I remember when you got Tom's tink in your eye. That was brutal. Yep, Jay Momber. The worst tink I ever got in my eye was Greg Foster's and Albuquerque. 9 million right in the eyes. Oh, that was the fastest endorphin rush I ever had in my life. It was so instantaneous, just like that. I was just like immediately just high as can be. That hair is still in there. It's bugging me. I mean, you could try to comment a country flag where we're in a hot minute. Yeah, Dizzy Dragon, we've got to do that. Please, yeah, the next time we do a hot minute, I'll remind everybody to throw their country flag in the chat. That would be brilliant. I'm looking for In a Pinch, man. In a Pinch made a comment yesterday or had a question or something, and I didn't see it. And I feel bad. I'm looking for In a Pinch. Ultra Mag. I never realized Chili Peppers had such a big following. It's changed a lot, honestly, but it's getting there. It's just getting started. Tony Del Monte, good to see you, dude. Sylvia, forever, 123. Love you, man. Capsaicin is the cure. Sure is. Thank you for being here. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. You got that right. Hello, that Spice King. Ain't no Spice King. Oh, come on. Bless that kid's heart. He's just playing. Listen, people bring him up all the time. He's a kid. He's just having fun doing his thing. But, whatever. But make no mistake, what he does and what I do, they're very different things. He wouldn't want to sit down and have and go pepper to pepper with me. It would be a bad thing. I think he knows that, But anyway, how do you put a flag pick in the chat? I think you can only do it from a phone, Mr. Ray Ray. You go as if you're sending a text and just type in the USA. It'll offer you flags. You just tap on it. That's how you can do that, or whatever flag. Every time I want to drink, I eat hot peppers, Milton Vegan. It's a brilliant thing. It helps. Dude, teach me. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Bruce Cook, I made Carolina Reaper powder once with peppers. I dehydrated. I remember the powder plumed into my eyes, my face and eyes as soon as I opened the lid. Oh, yeah, that's bad. I've had, working with it is just brutal. It's in the office. There are certain days where it's not so bad, but there are days where we're using like capsaicin powder at 16 million. There is no way to work with that stuff. I don't care how. And it's really funny. It made me realize we got to probably change our operating protocol. The last shoot I did for this show was in Iowa, and I can't tell you where it was, but I was in Iowa. Did I already tell you what I was doing in Iowa? I don't think I did. I was in Iowa, and I have to tell you now that I told you. I was at a lab. All right. Not gonna say more than that. I was at a lab. I'm not saying for sure, but this lab might test capsaicin. Who knows? I'm not saying they are. Anyway, before I walked in there, I had to put a white thing on, like a lab coat on, glasses. And they're like, you don't have to wear the glasses if you're on the carpet. The second you go on the tile, glasses go on. And they were like, it's protocol. And we're back there. They're not even working with anything hot at all. And I'm wearing these, where we were, and I'm wearing these glasses. And I'm thinking to myself, I mentioned them. You ever get stuff in your eye? They're like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, I get it all the time. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. We probably need to start wearing glasses at work. Just saying. Z, good to see you. Nice to see you on the boat tonight. Milton Vegan, I'm trying the same. It's helping. It does help. You know why? When you eat hot peppers, it produces a hormone called serotonin, which helps you battle things like depression, anxiety, frustration, all those things that are triggers when you're trying to quit something. So keep eating something hot. You can't think of two things at once. If you're thinking of drinking, put something hot in your mouth. You're no longer thinking of drinking. You're thinking about what's hot in your mouth because you're tricking your brain. It's beautiful. It does work. I'm not lying. That is. I was like, I need some popcorn watching this entertainment. What entertainment are you talking about? Valorius, that was refreshing. Johnny, how do you dip your chips in hot sauce? I'm eating Cheetos and Frostbite. Frostbite's weird. I think Frostbite is something you toss in drinks. It's you can cook with it, I suppose, but putting it on Cheetos, you're going to sog, because it's a liquid. It's just a liquid. That's an interesting product, though, for real, huh? Isn't that interesting? How do you like to dip your chips in hot sauce? Yeah, man, of course. I dip my chips in mayonnaise. I'm weird that way. You need full hazmat, right? Free, it's the truth. You'll see. You'll come and see the office. Get your passport. You got to do that. That 16 million capsaicin powder has nearly closed my throat up from opening the lid on the dropper after microwaving them to melt the crystals. And accidentally, listen, that stuff gets heated up. Forget about it. It's as toxic as it gets. I had somebody leave a comment yesterday. Said, "Man, you're faking it. That has to be activated by alcohol or it's not hot." I'm like, oh yeah. Tell anybody who's ever eaten a tube of terror. Tell anybody who's ever had the trouble bubble and tell them that capsaicin powder isn't hot. Good luck with that. It definitely enhances it, and you're going to get more out of it, but don't kid yourself. It's plenty hot just as is because we don't use alcohol to process the tube of terra peanuts, and there's no doubting. I mean, anybody who's ever touched a tube of terra peanut knows how hot they are. I imagine eating a pepper may be healthier than drinking Ultramag. Boy, sure is. No regret. It's healthy. Cheap. They're good for you. Jacob Deathridge. Good to see you, bro. Hey, man, let me know if you got some peppers. Email me. Let me know. I know you're getting close. As soon as you're close, let me know. I was talking to me about. Yeah, sorry. I was talking to Bree about getting her passport. She's gonna be making a trip here. It's best in drinks. My favorite dip is Tabasco. Tabasco's good. Um, you know what? There's a million sauces that are good for that. A million. Ethan E Dog Wenger. Good to see you, dude. Mayo, that's gross. You know what's funny? I've always liked mayo on French fries, and we went to Belgium. I was with my son and Paul and Shahina and a bunch of people, and with Heiko and his wife. They have French fries there all the time, and they don't call them French fries; they call them chips. And all they put on them in Belgium is mayo, and I always did that. So when I got there, I was like, yes, it's a thing. I know people think it's gross. I'm sorry. Johnny, the World Series of Wings in Superior, Wisconsin has Pure Evil Tank. Tony Del Monte, brutal. It's tough. You don't need to activate, it just needs to sit longer to absorb, Valoria says. Kind of headache. Isn't that weird? Randy is like screaming, get the likes up. He is just furious about our likes here. You're so funny, dude. I appreciate you. Greetings from Iran. Ozzy, thank you for being here, Ozzy. That's very, very cool. Thanks for stopping in. Peppers, another couple months. I know we're getting close. I can feel it. What's some of the best hot sauces for dipping chips, in my opinion? I also love Melinda's a great. The consistency of those make it great. Honest to God, you know what's terrible? I could open up my pantry door and read off 150 right now. And I could open up another door and read off another 150. And whatever you're in the mood for, I like super hot stuff. I also like medium stuff. I also like green sauces. It really depends what you're looking for. Keith Flagel always wondered why Chili Mama Bird didn't move here with all the trouble of me getting there. Two little ones is one thing. No problem asking. Don't be just mind me asking. Not at all. Two little ones. All right. All the family's there. My children are grown. It just makes more sense for me to go there. But I'm going to be buying a house here in a couple of years, and we're going to spend a portion of our time there and a portion of our time here. So that's what the plan is. Sylvia Forever just said, I forgot to say, I put too much flatline sauce on my eggs and it blew my mind. I love it. That's hot stuff. I definitely would have sooner except my two daughters. Yep. It's all right though. I love Australia so much. I can't wait to live there. You have no idea. I really can't. So we're gonna have the best of both worlds. I'm not gonna give up my passport when we get married. I'm dual citizen, so I'll have citizenship in both countries, which is nice. Valerius likes the really vinegary sauces, but the peppery ones like Melinda's with a chunky pepper. I tend to like chunkier sauces. Not that I don't mind a pureed sauce like Tabasco, but I like a chunky. So I like stuff with chunks and substance in it. LP, good to see you. Still loves Frank's, real deal. It's good stuff. I'm ready to taste tasty black peppers. Dizzy, what are the name of the black peppers? One is, I think, a Dracula pepper. These are black. The pepper's black. So there are some black peppers. I just don't know how tasty they are. Spatty, I've been practicing my screaming chimp face. Hope you're having a great day. I am, man. I hope you are, dude. Hope you're doing well. I should get a bottle of Doom to Chili Phil. You know what? It's a hot sauce. The U.S. welcomes Chili Mama. Yep, they will welcome her. She'll be. So many people know her here. When she comes here and we go to because we're going to time it so we spend a time of year so we go to the New York City Hot Sauce Fest and some of the bigger festivals. It'll be funny. She's going to be blown away. It'll be interesting. Militant Vegan. Here's the deal with being with my love. I'm sober now, but About 6 months before maybe 6 months before I got sober, I got a DWI driving to the Chicago Hot Sauce Festival. Stupid. But it's not a felony. All right. I've already been to Australia before. And in fact, no, listen, here's the crazy thing. The DWI happened before I went to Australia the last time. All right. So it had already happened, but I hadn't quit drinking yet. So I drank a lot when I was in Australia. Came back, quit drinking. Anyway, it was expunged. I went to court. I was found guilty, paid a fine, and it was expunged. I didn't. Here's the coolest thing. I swear to you, I did not ask for it to be expunged. It was expunged. They did it for me, which was just the coolest thing in the world. At any rate, last time I went to fill out my visa, as said, if you've ever been convicted of a felony or convicted of any offense, check here. Well, I didn't check it last time because I haven't been convicted yet. I haven't gone to court yet. And it says, even if it's been expunged, you got to click here. So I went, my fear at that moment, I should have just lied. I don't like lying. I should have just lied and said, no, not me. You can't, because if they pull up my record, you can't see anything. It's expunged. That's what expunged means. Even if you pull my record up, there's nothing there. But I was honest. And my fear was that I come down, we get married, and they kick our door in one day. We're having breakfast, having some Vegemite on toast, some dragon fruit, kangaroos in the backyard, and they kick the door in and say, you're out of here, Scoville. You lied about that DWI. That's what I was terrified of. So I told the truth. There's my mistake. And so I filled it out, and like a month later, they sent me back saying you're denied because of because of the offense. But fear not. There's a few extra steps you got to do, and you can get let in. I said, great. The steps are insane. I had to get an FBI fingerprint, not just my record, but I had to get freshly fingerprinted because they didn't want to go by my fingerprint when I got arrested. Then I had to get a fingerprint in the state that it happened, a state that I live in, current police reports from both states showing that I've been a good boy, which I've been a model citizen. I don't even drink anymore. I mean, anyhow, I had to show them 5 years of bank records, 2 years of tax returns, and half a dozen references that are not family. So I did all that stuff, submitted it, and it was rejected. So I called the consulate, and it's weird hours. I got to stay up in the middle of the night to call them. When I call them, it's like $100 an hour. It's ridiculous how much the phone call costs. It's not really that expensive, but it's expensive. Anyway, excuse me. I called them and said, why am I getting rejected? And they said, well, it's kind of, and after, it took a while to find this. But I'll tell you what, if you ever have a problem, call the consulate in Australia. They're so nice. You have a problem in America, call like American Airlines with a problem. First of all, you're going to be on hold for 7 years. And when they talk to you, they don't care. They're so nice to you. They were so nice. And I finally got them on the phone and they said, I found out it's essentially a subjective call. Whoever's sitting in that desk and looked at my file had the authority to say yes or no. And they made the call to say no. They said, just submit it again. So I submitted it again. And, I had to get new fingerprints because this time months had gone by. So I had to do this twice now, just to prove that I didn't get any trouble since the last time. So I'd be current each time. It's just crazy. So I did it again, sent it over. A couple months go by, or a month goes by or so. I get rejected again. So I call them like, am I not qualified? I don't have a felony. If you pull up my report, there's nothing on it. And they said, they just said the same thing. It's a subjective call. I'm like, she was funny. She said, maybe he's had a YouTube channel that failed because they know what I do. I've talked to him for hours now. They said, maybe he's a YouTuber that didn't make it. She was funny. But but here's the good news. I told you, I can't really say too much. I told you we already shot the Sizzler they call a cliffhanger for season 2. It's where everybody goes, oh, I got to have season 2. They've already shot the cliffhanger. All right. So season 2, part of it will be shot over there. So when this platform, which I can't tell you the name, when having them on my side, and the fact that I am qualified, I mean, if I wasn't qualified, I wouldn't be trying anymore. I'd be paying her to get her here. I'd just be paying her away here, So, but now that I have them saying, yeah, we kind of like to film over there, it's it's a done deal now. So that's the big long story. Sorry. Oh yeah. Sorry. And then thank you, Bree. So by the way, before all of these visa problems, for 2 years, before any of the visa problems happened, had I known about this, I would have started working on it earlier. Didn't know any of this was going to be a problem. So for 2 years, we had tickets to go to New Zealand. We were going to meet in New Zealand and go from New Zealand, Australia. That's what we were doing. It was all set up. Everything was done. We already had a skydive set up. And like literally a week before that happened, COVID happened. They went, no, you're not flying anywhere, which was actually turned out to be a miracle because I had flown over there. I would have either been stuck there or in Australia, and my dad died 2 years after. I would have not been able to get back because of COVID. I would have missed that. So, but for 2 years, we could fly anywhere. At the time, I'm not joking, when they first opened up the flights, Bree's seen this. Tell the truth, Bree, just so they know I'm not lying. When they first opened up flights, I was like, oh my God, Bree's not going to believe it. The airlines have opened up. They said, how much was it? And then Bree's dad died as well. Oh. So I said that it was $33,000 for first class. Was it first class? Yeah, $33,000 for a first class round trip ticket. Excuse me, one-way ticket. $33,000, $28,000 for business, and $18,000 for coach. $18,000 for coach. Remember that, Bree? If you gotta say that you've seen it, otherwise people aren't going to believe me. I swear that's what the fees were. So when the first opened up, I'm like, well, I'm a YouTuber. Don't make that kind of dough. So all these things kind of happened at once. Then my dad, and then her dad, and then all this starts sorting out. And like 4 months ago, this company that approached me 4 years ago and said, hey, you want to be in this project? And 3 years ago, they approached me and said, you want to be in this project? I said, yeah, I do. And it fizzled out. And I don't chase anybody. Didn't chase them. So I just, gave up on them. Just kept making videos, doing my thing. And then like 6 months ago, I get an email from them or a text message from the producer. Hey, you remember me? I'm like, wow, I do. What are you doing? You still interested? I said, yeah. So then I was originally only going to be in 2 days of filming. So I went down to the first shoot in Dallas, and then I ended up being in like 36 days of filming. And there's literally, I could write a book literally about what it's taken to get from me to there. It's absurd, but it's going to be all worth it. So anyway, there. Insane prices. I definitely was. I don't understand how anyone can afford that. You know why the prices were that big, Bree? Because someone was stroking the credit card and paying it. You lock the world down for 2 years and then say, we're going to let you fly, but it's going to cost you. People are just, if I had the money, would I have paid it then? I would have in a heartbeat. Chili Phil, I want to try the Tubatera, but that will probably hurt me. Promise you it will. It hurts me. It's one of those challenges. It's a big one. Dennis's dad died 5 years ago. Thank God we have some videos of him, though. That video you sent me was just unbelievable, dude. Amazing. Dennis, Bree, sorry to hear about your dad. That was brutal. That was rough. And that was sudden, and even when you see it coming, like I saw it coming with my dad for a long time, and he kind of just dropped at it. We saw it coming, and he died. It still felt shocking, but Bree's dad, it was just really sudden, One of the best things I ever did, two of the best things I ever did, I made videos with my dad. Thank God for that, because I got these videos now. He's gone, and I have these great videos. I still can't watch them, but I'm going to be able to one day. When I get to the point I can watch him and feel good about that. But I also asked Bree's dad for permission to marry him. And that was a great idea. That was really, really a good idea. Alan McGee, February was a year since my dad passed as well. You hit a W. I'm saying it must have been either a 2 or 3 since that's close. 2 years. I'm sorry, man. It's really funny. I don't know what you feel like, but I know what I felt like, and it was the worst thing in the world. So I know you're going through it. You would pay that money in a New York minute, Charles Bronson. I promise you I would have. But the funny thing is, it's working out perfect. It's all gonna be. You'll see. Trust me. I lost both of my parents in May of 2020. Chili Phil. Good Lord, I can't fathom that. Prayers for you, bro. That's brutal. My mom passed Christmas morning 12 years ago, Charles. It's a rough one. My dad's mom. When she died. We got to talk about something happier than this. But my dad's mom had a stroke on Thanksgiving Day. So Thanksgiving Day, she has a stroke, goes into a coma, comes out of the coma Christmas Eve. They all fly to the hospital, and she died Christmas Day. So after that, Thanksgiving and Christmas was just rough on my dad. He got to the end. Towards the end, he was good. He got to a place where he was like, you know, Paul Pokame, good to see you. All right, we're gonna talk about something happy, something good. We gotta make the best time in this world of our time in this world. That's the truth, man. I think about that all the time. Like nobody on their deathbed ever said, "I wish I worked more," or went to the office more. I actually googled the most common things said on the deathbed. You know what they are? I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Those are the big things. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Or I'm not mad at you. It's just like that sort of a thing. So here's the deal, man. Don't be working on we all know those are going to be the things we're dealing with now. We all know what those things are. We're carrying them around. Don't. What are you carrying them around for? Deal with them now, so that when that day comes, you're just kind of chilling and enjoying your family, and you aren't thinking about those things. Because life goes by quick. Randy Flint, look at how you made this a movement, Bree and Johnny. Everybody in the community like a family here. I love it. Randy, I don't know. I didn't make much. I made videos. You guys made it a movement. I'm just the knucklehead behind the wheel, guys. It's your bus. Remember? You take all you guys away and there's no movement. This is all about you guys. Those videos of Papa Scovo wrecked me. They're beautiful. Yeah. He's funny. He was a funny guy, man. He had the best sense of humor. You have no idea some of the funny things he said. All right, Ace. Have a good night, dude. Appreciate you being here. We got another 8 minutes, guys, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. Stick a fork in it. Call it a day. All my videos of my parents in my head. Yeah, Charles. It's really weird. Now everything seems to be on video, but depending on when it happened, I know what you mean. People are, my dad had said things like that. RS, Trillium Monbird, hope you know well, having a great day. RS is awesome. My father's spirit is more alive than ever inside me. Amen, Dennis. Yep, that's a good thing. You can't let it. Here's the thing. My dad truly was the kind of guy. If I ever sat around moping and he were here, he would thump me for that. He really would. Mr. Scoville himself, Brett McNasty. You're kidding me. Good to see you, Brett. Thanks for stopping in, man. Tom Broom. Just a few minutes ago, someone was like, "Where's Tom at?" I'm like, "He's blowing us off tonight, dude. I don't know. Ask him." I don't know. Cindy, where's Tom been? I'm just teasing you, Tom. Thanks for being here, dude. Randy, waving that like banner still. I'm maybe up to 51. That's more people that are in the stream right now. So you did something good. It's G Marty. I just had myself a peanut butter and raspberry jam sandwich, which I coated with Reaper powder. My wife calls me crazy. I'm just a chili head enjoying a late night snack. Well, that's a good chili head snack. Well done. All right. Look, it's George Anderson. What's the best way to build your heat tolerance? Please go to my Chase the Heat. Go to the search and search tolerance builder, or just type in the word tolerance, and there's 3 or 4 videos. Otherwise, you can go to the playlist, and there's a series on how to build your tolerance. There's a couple of videos I made just for that purpose. But the bottom line is hotter and more of it. So if you're on habanero or you're on jalapeno, you got to build your tolerance. You got to eat something that's hotter than jalapeno, something that you're currently on, or more of it. I hate to do this, but think about, this is a terrible analogy. It's just like drinking or drugs. If somebody was at a bar and they said, and that's the funny thing. People ask me every day, how can I build my tolerance? Nobody would ever go into a bar and sit down next to somebody and go, dude, I can only knock back 6 of these beers. It's killing me. What can I do to get up to a 12 pack? Nobody would do that. But the truth is, what somebody who drinks or does drugs, what they do to build their tolerance is the same exact thing we got to do to build ours. It's a terrible analogy, but it's the truth. So if one beer is all you've been drinking, you aren't going to really, it's it. To build your tolerance drinking, you have to drink more, right? So it's the same thing with pepper. So if all you happen to have is jalapeno, just eat a lot more. Like instead of eating one, eat 2 or 3. And do that a couple times a day. And believe it or not, even though it's not pushing you past the technical heat of a jalapeno, you're still going to push your tolerance way higher to the point where if you do that for a couple weeks and go back and eat a single jalapeno, it'll taste like a pickle. So if you want to build your tolerance, just eat hotter and more of it. I'm late, but just in time to wish everybody a good night. Oh, and you're so good. Thanks for being here. Z, thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate you being here. I'll try to make more lives. Glad to be here. Amen, man. That's what we all need to do. All right, we got another, 4 minutes? 3 minutes. Just turned 57. Super excited to eat my 7-pot chocolate peppers. My Apocalypse one's going to be a fun ride. Yeah, they are, Christopher. You bet they are. I enjoyed a lemon brain and an ají jopito pod today. Boy, those are beautiful peppers, man. I think we'll do a couple of drops of tincture before bed. Alan McGee, that's what I'm talking about. Travis W., I quit drinking a bit over a year ago, not because I had a problem with it, because every time I drink, I feel like trash, so I quit. Wow. Good for you. Don't go back. Life is better without it, man. Honest to God, it is. My life is so much better without it. I can't begin to tell you the things that, I don't know some of them. My life really got better when I quit drinking. I honestly wouldn't be able to do that even if I wanted to. That guy sent me nearly $80 to buy them. He just isn't ready to take on a huge challenge like that. So you want me to hold on? I'm not quite sure what that is, Bruce. So I'm getting in a partial. I don't know. I'm either catching a part of a conversation that I'm not privy to, or I'm obtuse. One or the other. Dad's old Honda Civic. Good to see you, man. We're about to log off, but I'm glad you stopped in. Back to landscaping tomorrow. Was cold, wet Monday. Sleet, Ohio. Did 12 houses. Starting a company. Hey, congratulations, dude. Good for you. Be proud. And I love you too, man. Only truth. It's good to see you. Alcohol is literally poison. Absolutely. Literally poison. Boy, it is, right? It really is. Outbacker, 4 days, going strong this time. Went to the doc for help. Good for you, Outbacker. Proud of you, man. All right, guys, we're down to the last couple seconds. We're going to wrap this thing up. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. It's a beautiful thing we share. Costa Nostras, is that what that is? This thing of ours? Costa Nostras. We are about 40 seconds away, so we have a couple of seconds to say goodbye. But Bruce Cook, everybody. Oh, I was responding to everybody saying they would take my tincture off my hands. I got you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. Doc, bye. Travis, goodbye. Dad's old Civic, thank you. Charles, Tony, Chili Phil, Life of Dennis Brace, Charles McClellan, Christopher Westcott, The Outbacker, Only Truth, Tom Broom, Chili Mombert, I love you. I'll be calling you shortly. Randy Flanagan, thank you for your support. Beating the drum all night, dude. Travis W. Alan McGee, if I said your name twice, I apologize. George Anderson. It's G. Marty, Tony Del Monte, Odin, Z. Who am I forgetting? I'm trying to get everybody in here. RS. Looks like that's most people. Brett McNasty. Chili Phil, everybody who is here, thank you so much. I love you guys a lot. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Be kind to somebody tomorrow. I'm Johnny Scolo. This was Chase the